Oh, I gotta get the link. Invite. Come on, bro. We got Ethernet. It's supposed to be faster now. Yeah. I got to give people the link, man. Yo, what is good? Sports coverage. What's good? Alex, what's good? Jonathan Block, how you doing, man? Thank you for joining me. Eagles pregame before we get absolutely slaughtered by the Green Bay Packers. Oh my, I can't wait to talk about all of the... What did I want to do on here? Public, we're on... Oh yeah, I want to put the link in the description for people to call in. Let me go ahead and do that. Call in link. Bam. What is up, my people? 19 people in here already, man. Thank you guys for coming in here. Jonah, how you doing? What's up, man? How you feeling about the Sixers? Well, I feel fantastic about the Sixers. But today, we got to deal with the Philadelphia Eagles, and it ain't going to be pretty. Let me just put it that way. I got to turn my volume down here so I'm more level if people want to call in. Yeah, it ain't going to be pretty, man. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm not going to sit up here and say there is hope for this game. If anybody out there has hope, go ahead and put it in the comment section. If you have hope, my good friend Anthony texted me and he said, I got a weird feeling. You know, there's always somebody that says something like that. I got a weird feeling about today. It's going to be a fluke and the Eagles are going to win. And yeah, I'm not seeing it. Oh, absolutely, Alex. Absolutely. Run the damn ball. Last game, Doug Pederson. I got to turn this monitor off because it's distracting me. Last game, Doug Pederson, 56 passing plays and 9 running plays. 9. And the week before that, he said, you know, I got to find ways to get Miles Sanders involved. I got to find ways. Like, you don't have to find ways, dude. You just call a run play and you hand him the damn football. It's not that hard to do. And he came out and actually ran the ball less than he did the previous 2 games. It is just run the rock, let Deuce call the plays. Yeah, man. T. Neal, thanks for being in here, man. That would be great if he would let Deuce call the plays. What do you guys think about Mason? How you doing, buddy? My hair is not gray over these Eagles anymore because I don't have expectations anymore. So, you know, I don't come into these games thinking like, oh, we can do this, this, and this. And it's easier now because I expect them to get absolutely murdered. So, you know, if they don't get murdered, I'll be impressed. What do you guys think about it came out? Let me check something real quick. I just want to get back to... It came out that Doug Pederson apparently said that he's been giving up play calling or he's been sharing the play calling with what the hell is his name? The quarterback coach, Press Taylor. I don't believe that when I heard it. I didn't believe it when I heard it. I don't believe it now. I think it's a bunch of BS. There's absolutely no way anybody but Doug Peterson's been calling plays because it's been horrible. Doug is going to run the ball under 100 yards. 100 yards? He can't even run the ball 10 times. Miles had 6 carries for like 40-some yards last game. Listen, if maybe are you worried about going down as the worst team in the worst division in NFL history? Man, I'm not worried about that because I think that's happening. I think that's pretty much inevitable. It's not just that the Eagles aren't talent-wise the worst team in this division. They are the most disappointing team in this division because nobody expected the Giants or the Redskins to be good. The Washington football team, I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot easier when you don't have expectations. When you're supposed to be bad and you're bad, it's like, all right, we knew we were going to be bad this year. We got a young quarterback or whatever else, Daniel Jones or Dwayne Haskins. It's when you're expected to be good. You're expected to be good, and you're terrible. That's way worse. So I would say the Eagles are the most disappointing team probably in the entire NFL right now. And definitely the most disappointing team in the division. Hi, Mom. There has been worse. The Browns in past years. Yeah, the Browns are always atrocious. That's not... the Browns 0-16 or the 0-16 Detroit Lions that one year. There's definitely been worse teams in this Eagles team for sure. I'm saying they're the most disappointing because they were supposed to be good. You know what I'm saying? Browns were always expected to be bad, so it's a lot easier to handle, I think. But now I've finally accepted the Philadelphia Eagles this year are bad. So I don't expect them to be good. It's a lot easier to handle. Doug is coaching for his job today. By the way, Cynthia Neely is my mom. Everyone say hi to my mom in the comments. Doug is coaching for his job today. I don't think so. I don't think Jeffrey Lurie has any intention on making that change. And Abe, how you doing, buddy? No, don't. If you start drinking now, you might be drunk by the time the game starts, and then you won't remember it. So that might be good. Should we be positive? Should we try our best? Should we try something here to be positive? All right, so if we were going to be positive, what would we say? T. Neal started drinking at 8 a.m. If we were going to be positive, what would we say? Maybe Doug Peterson does give more of the play calling to somebody else. And then maybe we do see a different team on the field. And then maybe Doug Peterson does realize that his play calling has been a problem. And then maybe he stops calling plays altogether. And the team looks better. I don't know, man. Ethan, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. AKA, hey, that's a way to be positive. We get a good draft pick. You're absolutely right. If the Eagles just lose out, fire Howie Roseman. I don't know about fire Doug Peterson. I really still don't know about that. I think he did win a Super Bowl, and how did he win the Super Bowl? You know what I'm saying? Oh, we got Bird Gang. We got Bird Gang in the stream. Bird Gang, what's up?
Go.
Somebody has hope. How are the Eagles going to win this game? Tell me, what are they going to do?
Win.
Oh, they're going to win? They're just going to win? That's what they're going to do? Well, I hope that, you know what? If they win, I'm going to call you back. And I'm going to say you were right. Oh, they left. All right, well. At least some 6-year-old kids are positive about this team. I think Doug could be good with the right coordinator. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, he was good with the right coordinator. He was good with Frank Reich. I mean, it had to be, as arrogant as I think Doug Pederson is being this year, there had to be a level of respect when Frank Reich was here. Like he couldn't have been as arrogant and stubborn as I think he is being this year. He was clearly listening to Frank Reich, and they were making decisions together. And Frank was probably like, we need to do this, this, and this. And Doug was probably like, yeah, you're right about that. Let's do that. Let's do this. Then all of a sudden this year, we don't see any of that. And it can't be that hard for Doug Pederson to go on YouTube and watch the highlights from 2017 and say, what were we doing with Carson Wentz then? And what are we doing now? And how do I do more of that? It just doesn't make sense. And I don't know if it will. 40 people, only 10 likes. Smash the like button. Jim, thank you. Everybody hit the like button, man. Help this stream show up, I guess. I don't really know what hitting the like button does on YouTube, but I think it helps me. Hit the like button if you like the truth, you know. But if you're a fraud, don't hit the like button. I think we let Howie walk and keep Doug and make sure he gets an offensive coordinator in here. That's got to be it. Here's the thing. The worst thing that could possibly happen is Howie Roseman not being fired this year. I think it absolutely has to happen. I don't think there's any more room for second chances for this guy. The draft picks that he's missed out on, the available players that he's failed to trade for, ignoring the linebacker position, not even trying to trade for DeAndre Hopkins, Robbie Anderson, Stephon Diggs, not trying to trade up the draft CeeDee Lamb, passing on DK Metcalf. It's all the things Howie Roseman has screwed up lately. I think he has to be fired. There's no way. He has to know that. Do you guys think Howie Roseman knows he's going to get fired? This is the new norm. Comment really didn't age well. I don't know what that means. If the Eagles win, this is the new norm. Comment really didn't age well. Randy, thanks for being in here. Please explain what you mean by that. If the Eagles win today and Carson looks good and it reels us back in, how frustrating will that be? Chris, thanks for being in here. I don't. That's such a emotionally twisted question. I almost can't even handle that question, to be honest with you. It would be frustrating, but it would also be relieving because the only way for that to happen would be for the game plan and the play calling to be different and to be more suited towards Carson Wentz getting outside the pocket, right? I mean, I still can't figure out this entire season how he's only rolled Carson Wentz out of the pocket 3 or 4 times. You're going to see it today. You're going to see today what an offensive coordinator looks like with a mobile quarterback. Aaron Rodgers last week rolled out of the pocket 4 plays in a row. 4 in a row. The play action rollout is a lethal weapon for a mobile quarterback like Aaron Rodgers and like Carson Wentz. But Doug Pederson, I can't figure out why or how, does not run it. He absolutely doesn't. All right, man. Anybody want to call in? The link is in the description, I believe. If it's not in the description, please let me know, and I'll fix that. Everybody better. Thank you, Ethan. I appreciate that. The God Box, thank you for being in here. Fly, Eagles, fly. Hey, man, you know what? As much as I talk trash on this team, literally my Twitter bio says I hate the Eagles. As much as I despise this team right now, you know how it is when you're a real fan like us, man. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to put on my stupid Eagles jersey. I'm going to put on my stupid Eagles hat. I'm going to turn on my stupid TV. And I'm going to watch the stupid Eagles game. That's just what we do to ourselves. So at the end of the day, it's always fly, Eagles, fly, man. It always is. But this has just been a ridiculously disappointing season so far. An article came out today that, and this is just funny to me. An article came out today. Let me see if I can find it on Twitter. That the Eagles held a meeting with Doug Pederson, which, first of all, I'm like, why do we not always have meetings? Like, why would the team not always have a meeting with the coach? What do you mean we held a meeting with Doug Pederson? But let me find it real quick. Oh, yeah, here we go. Carson Wentz, Jason Kelce, Brandon Graham, and team leaders met with Doug Pederson late night after Monday night's loss, preaching accountability and how to turn the Eagles' season around. And Wednesday, Eagles held a players-only meeting, according to Ian Rappaport. In week 13, when you're 3-7-1, I guess that was after week 12. After week 12, when you're 3-7-1, I don't care if my math is wrong there. You then decide to have a meeting with the coach and say, hey, how can we turn this thing around? What can we do differently? And if it was Carson Wentz, Jason Kelce, and Brandon Graham, and team leaders, it says, and team leaders. I would think Carson Wentz, Jason Kelce, and Brandon Graham are the team leaders, right? If these three guys met with Doug Pederson, what did they say to him? What could they possibly... Here's the thing about the stuff that came out last year or whenever when they said Carson Wentz is arrogant, he doesn't listen to coaches and stuff. He's obviously not speaking his mind to Doug Pederson. I know for a fact Carson Wentz is not being used correctly. And Carson Wentz is not a dumb person. Carson Wentz knows he's not being used correctly. Is Carson Wentz expressing to Doug Pederson, hey, I'm not being used correctly? You know what I mean? What did they say in this meeting? Did Carson Wentz say to Doug Pederson, hey, why don't we do more play-action rollouts? Why don't you get me on the move with some receivers running across the field? Why are you backing me straight up in the pocket 57 times a game with go routes down the sideline when you know none of these receivers can create any separation and I don't have any damn time to throw the ball? I can't figure out what this... My math is right. Thank you, Mom. I can't figure out what this meeting, what they said at this meeting. I really can't figure it out. And a players-only meeting on Wednesday. Was that the F. Doug Pederson meeting? Was that the meeting where all the players were like, hey, man, listen, let's get rid of this guy. Like, it's time for this guy to go. He's not listening to anybody. He's running his team into the ground. Let's throw the game and get him fired. I don't think that's going to happen. 67 people in here. Thank you for being in here. The painful pregame show, because we all pretty much know what's going to happen against the Green Bay Packers in this game. Hit the like button if you're in here, man. I appreciate everybody. Let me read some more comments. Honestly, this team is better than this. A lot of problems are because of the offensive play calling. Yeah, man, that's absolutely right. This team is better than this if the coach was doing the right thing, but the coach is not doing the right thing. So this team is this bad because of the coach and how he's calling the game, right? All right, we got gonna win the NFC East. I'm guessing a Redskins fan.
My question is, I was just wondering who's going to win the Rookie of the Year?
Rookie of the Year. I would think either the Chargers quarterback Herbert or Justin Jefferson, which would be hilarious for the Eagles because another wide receiver that we passed on. Yep, that would be my pick, man. Are you a Washington fan?
Not really. I just love the meme.
You just what?
I just love the meme.
You love the meme. I don't know. I don't know if he was. I don't know if he was trying to troll me or what, but oh, double echo. My bad. Let me turn my. I think if I turn my volume off on the. Is there a double echo when I'm talking or when people call in? You talking about? I don't know if that dude was a Redskins fan or. Yeah, that's a double echo probably because when people call in, if they have their speakers on loud on whatever they're calling on or their phone, they got to turn the volume off as they're talking to me. You got to use. If you click the link and call in, please use headphones. That's the best way to get no echo. Please use headphones so that you can hear me, I can hear you, but your audio is not blasting out of your phone into the. Yo, Philly Mike, what is good, man? Where's Philly Mike's comment? Yeah, we'll collab. We'll collab next week, Philly. Why not, bro? Why not? Hey, I wanted to ask you. I'm gonna text you because I got questions about how you were live streaming that 2K game because I want to get into doing stuff like that. Yeah, there was an echo on the last caller. Yeah, because he had the volume loud on his phone. I'm pretty sure. All right. I feel bad for Carson. He's a good QB, but he has no weapons, and Doug and Howie need to go. Twin X, thanks for the comment, man. I mean, I feel bad for Carson, but I also, I think it's a combination of everything. And if you really analyze Carson's decision making this year and how long he holds the ball in the pocket and how inaccurate his throws have been and how slow he looks when he runs, I don't think Carson Wentz. I don't think Carson did anything in the offseason. I really don't. Just doesn't look like it to me. But the offensive line doesn't help. Doug's play calling doesn't help. Run it back gaming, absolutely. I'm gonna make a YouTube channel. Run it back gaming. We'll get into that sometime, man. I'll smoke you fools on Madden. Well, I don't play Madden, but I might get into it on Next Gen or something like that. I watch you, and I don't watch a lot of podcasts. For real. Hey, Sour D, thank you, man. I appreciate that. Thanks for being in here. Greg 020323.
Look, hell no.
How's it going, man?
Yo, DJ Eastwood.
How you doing, man? Thanks for the call. What's up?
What's up, man? So today
are you in a parking garage right now?
By the Greenbay Packers.
Wait, go ahead. Say what?
Wait, what'd you say?
I said, are you in a parking garage?
No, I'm in my basement.
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
Yeah. But yeah, man. We're about to get blown out by these Packers.
give me a score prediction.
Just like you. Every week I say I'm not going to watch the game. Sunday comes. I put on the game and I sit there and I just get so depressed. Every single Sunday.
Right. But that's because you had expectations. But now you're expecting them to get blown out. So you can't be depressed because you're just going to sit there and expect it, right?
Exactly. I mean, it's still going to be a little bit of hope every game, of course, same way you feel. Doug Pederson just doesn't do the right thing. He can't. He just won't.
Yeah, I would like to see something change sooner than later, but I mean, it's been going downhill every week.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. No rollout, 6 runs. We have Miles Sanders for no reason.
Crazy.
It's just horrible.
If they were gonna have a chance in this game, what do you think would be the factor if they did something that gave them a chance?
To win this game, we need 3 things to happen. Carson Wentz has to roll out. Miles Sanders needs 20 rushes. And Jim Schwartz needs to not play so far back off the receivers every play.
Yeah, that just seems to be Jim Schwartz style. it's like 3rd and 3, and he has guys 7 yards off. I don't understand it. I never will understand it.
Exactly. It's just, okay, go ahead, get the first down.
Yep. Or not even trying to double DK Metcalf in that game when he was roasting everybody.
I don't talk about DK because we passed on him.
Yeah.
Our second Whiteside, but he's going to change our game today.
Our second Whiteside's going to come out with a 12 catches, 170 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
Exactly. You know how we do it.
That's a prediction. All right, Greg, man, thanks for the call.
Yeah, thank you for having me on the show. I watch every day.
Try your best to enjoy the game.
I'll try.
Later. Oh, man. Aaron Cabbage, thank you for the super chat, my friend. Carson Wentz has brain damage. Oh, I shouldn't laugh at that. I forgot about the cheap shot that he took to the back of the head. Carson Wentz has brain damage. You heard it here first. His decision-making went from great to horrible. There's no other option in my mind. Wow. That's a lot to digest right there. I can't argue with the fact that his decision-making went from great to horrible. It absolutely did. It's hard to explain how his decision-making went from great to horrible. He did get cheap shotted in the back of the head last year, but I mean, I don't think I'm going to go with brain damage. I mean, slight. All right, let's rephrase the term brain damage. Yeah. Let's go with CTE. That sounds better. Maybe he's still feeling it from a concussion that he got. I'm not a doctor or anything, but hey, slight CTE, loss of cognitive something or other. I don't know, man. Aaron, thanks again for the super chat. But yeah, Carson has definitely gone from great decision-making to terrible decision-making, and it's crazy. I remember watching the first 1 or 2 games of this season when he threw a really, really, really bad interception, and, that's not Carson Wentz. That's not what he's ever done. He's always been a very, very good decision-maker. And it really bothers me about people this year that someone wrote an article that Carson Wentz is not having a down year. He's always been this bad. That doesn't make any sense. How have you watched him 17, 18, and 19 and said that he's always been this bad? It doesn't make sense. He's not always been this bad. He was always incredibly athletic, incredible at getting out of the pocket and avoiding hits, incredible decision maker. I mean, didn't throw more than 7 interceptions in a season for 3 straight seasons. And he leads the NFL in interceptions this year. M. Heavy with a very insightful comment. Carson Wentz is trash. Again, man, he's never been trash. I'm not going to say that this year makes him trash. If you looked at his last 3 seasons, how is he trash? He's playing like trash this year, but I can't say that Carson Wentz won't turn it around because I really think he will. They say bench Carson to send a message. I say fire Doug, the coach he is married to. Elevate Deuce and use a damn offensive coordinator. That way Wentz knows who next. Really, we can't let him go, and I don't want to. No, they're not. Well, first of all, they can't let Wentz go. They have too much tied up in Carson Wentz, not just trading everything in the 2016 draft to move up to draft him. The contract, if he doesn't show any signs of playing good, you can't trade him with that contract anyway. Nobody's going to want him. Unless somebody really, really believes that he's just having a down year, which I believe, but I don't think other teams are going to believe that. And then you add on that $100 and whatever $1 million contract. Trading Carson Wentz is not an option, which is why the Jalen Hurts draft pick is so insane and doesn't make sense. Because Some people say it's because they don't believe in Carson Wentz and they eventually want Jalen Hurts to be the quarterback. Other people say it was insurance because of Carson's injury history, but he just came off a season where he played every single game, 16 straight games. And Howie Roseman's reward for Carson Wentz playing 16 straight games was draft a backup quarterback. I know Carson got hurt in the playoffs. I know that, but that was the cheap shot. We got a new caller, Chase. Chase, what's going on, man?
Yo.
How you doing?
All right, so I kind of have like a different take on JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
Oh my God, I would love to hear it.
Hello?
Yeah, man, I would love to hear it. Let's hear it. Oh, Chase connection died, I think. Chase, call back. I don't know, get closer to your Wi-Fi router or something and call back. He has a different take on JJ Arcega-Whiteside. I can't wait to hear that. I really can't. Because, I don't know, there's Chase. Here we go. All right, Chase, you have a different take on JJ Arcega-Whiteside, right? Chase, you there?
Hello?
Chase.
Yeah, sorry, my thing cut out.
Oh, it's all good, man. So you have a different take on JJ Arcega-Whiteside.
Yeah. So
all right, I can't wait to hear it. Go ahead.
All right, so I kind of feel like people write him off, like, because he's not DK. But, like I'll never understand taking him over DK. But at the same time, he was kind of set up to fail. Like, they were throwing him in situations he's never been in. And, like, for a second-round pick, you should probably, like, know how to play in, like, different spots of the field, like the slot or, like, where he's not been. But, like, I don't know, like, after the Lions game, like, when he dropped, like, the game winner, he never really got, like, the same type of chance. And, like, he balled out in preseason his rookie year, but then didn't get much of a chance in the regular season. And then people were, like, so hyped because he had, like, a good camp, but then still never got on the field more than, like, 3 times a game. So, like, I don't really know what's happening with all that. But
yeah, you know what? And you can look at Nelson Aguilar leaving and having as many touchdowns as he does in LA right now or Vegas. Somebody else left and caught a touchdown already. The other receiver that was with JJ last year that didn't do anything all year.
Mac Hollins.
Mac Hollins. Yeah. Mac Hollins. Yeah, man. It could have just been that this is really, really, really bad coaching. And yeah, you're right. He did get that deep ball that he dropped, and you didn't really see him get put in a situation like that. You think it's maybe because Carson never went back to him?
Yeah, I feel like it's like a trust factor type issue. And he had like that one catch in the Steelers game before halftime where like he celebrated and like all that happened. But like it was a good catch. Like when you go and rewatch it, it was a really nice catch.
Yeah, maybe it is a trust thing with Carson Wentz, and then Carson this year threw a couple deep bombs to John Hightower that were dropped, and he kept going back to him. He even bombed it into double coverage for an interception in the end zone one time. So I can't figure out Carson Wentz when it comes to these receivers. But, maybe we will see Arcega-Whiteside play better under a different coaching regime, but I don't think it's going to happen here. Do you think it's going to happen here?
Not at all. Not with Doug.
No, not at all. I appreciate the take, Chase, man. I appreciate it. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, no problem.
All right, man. Joe got locks. Thank you for the super chat. Let's see how Wentz does under Taylor. Are you talking about under Press Taylor's play calling? Is it announced that Press Taylor's calling the plays, or do you think that Press Taylor's calling the plays? I know it's a rumor. Like I said, I didn't really believe it. I think it's Doug Pederson lying just to make it sound like he's not the one that's running this team into the ground. But there's a rumor that Press Taylor was calling plays at the end of that Seahawks game last week, and they drove down the field and Carson threw a garbage time touchdown. And some people are saying, what are the odds that apparently Press Taylor was calling plays and we moved down the field and score? But also, it was like under a minute left. The Seahawks were probably like, why is Carson still out here? Why are you guys trying to score? This game is over. And I don't really think they gave a damn about playing any defense. And then the 2-point conversion, they just let him walk right in the end zone. So I don't know if it was Press Taylor calling plays that made a difference or what, but we'll see today. If Press Taylor's calling plays and you see a lot more Carson Wentz rollouts and you see a lot more play action and you see a lot more motion on the offensive side of the ball, then we'll sit here and say, yo, Doug Pederson, that's it. You're not calling plays anymore for the rest of the season. But also, I remember there was a time with Andy Reid when fans were frustrated with his play calling, and he gave play calling up to Marty Morningweg 2 games in a row. LaShawn McCoy had 27 carries in one game and 30 carries in the next game. And the game after that, Andy Reid took the play calling back over. So that's like a power struggle, jealousy thing. I could see Doug Pederson, if the Eagles start out hot and are rolling in the first 2 quarters, Doug's going to be like, all right, give me the playbook now, man. You're hogging it all. I'm the head coach here. I'm calling the plays now. And then, phew. But you never know, man. All right, Philly Jackson. Now I'm looking at the leading rookie receiver in Justin Jefferson. He's looking like Randy Moss out there in Minnesota. Oh, my goodness. Hey, Justin Jefferson's looking good, but you guys were sitting there during that draft, and I remember all the mock drafts, and I remember waiting for the Eagles to be on the clock, and nobody was putting Justin Jefferson up that high. Nobody had Justin Jefferson up next to CeeDee Lamb or Jerry Jeudy or Henry Ruggs. And now that Justin Jefferson looks the way that he does in Minnesota, we're all going to act like we would have taken Justin Jefferson instead of Jalen Reagor. But I don't remember anybody saying that. I don't remember anybody saying, take Justin Jefferson, take Justin Jefferson. So, that is what it is. Yeah, the Randy Moss comparison is a bit outlandish, if you will. But Justin Jefferson's looking great. And the thing is, could Jalen Reagor be looking great right now? This Eagles offense is horrendous. The quarterback has no time to throw the ball. The Carson Wentz is making horrendous decisions. I don't think Justin Jefferson would be doing what he's doing right now if he was on this Eagles team. So if you swap him, you put Justin Jefferson on Minnesota, or put Jalen Reagor on Minnesota and Justin Jefferson on Philly, who do you think would have the better numbers right now? Let me know. You guys tell me in the comments. If you put Jalen Reagor on the Minnesota Vikings this year and you put Justin Jefferson on the Philadelphia Eagles this year, who would have the better numbers? Jalen Reagor would have the better numbers because the offense makes things happen. They're not great, but the offense makes things happen. The Philadelphia Eagles offense does nothing. Hot take, Carson Wentz RKO's Doug Pederson if this game results in a loss. Yeah, that's a good hot take, Ethan. Pay-per-view fight. Carson Wentz versus Doug Pederson. Oh, my goodness. Jalen Reagor would have better numbers on Minnesota than Philly. Absolutely. Simply Martinez, thank you for being in here, my man. Chris Huller, we definitely wanted Justin Jefferson over Reagor. Even LaFleur posted an angry rant about it when it happened. Okay. I mean, I remember people saying his name. I don't remember people freaking out about them not drafting Justin Jefferson, but maybe I just wasn't paying attention. I was high on Jalen Reagor. I have a video where I listed the top 5 receivers of that draft, and Jalen Reagor was number 5, and I said he's going to be the sleeper of the draft. So I think maybe I was just happy that we drafted my sleeper pick, and I wasn't really focused on Justin Jefferson. Maybe that was just me. Justin Jefferson has 4 touchdowns in the last 3 games. Oh, wow. Howie Roseman, man. It's, I don't know. I don't think Jalen Reagor is playing NFL football in 2 years. I don't know who said he... Whoa. All right. That's extreme. Jalen Reagor is going to be in the NFL for a long time. He's a good receiver. You don't have to be the best receiver in the league to stay here. I mean, he's not going to be out of the league in 2 years. But, again, does he just look slow because of this offense? How many screens have you actually seen to Reagor? How many quick slants have you actually seen to Reagor? I don't think Rager's ran a quick slant yet this year. If he does run a crossing route and he's wide open, Carson looks right at him and doesn't throw him the ball. I don't know. I think Jalen Reagor is a lot better than he's appearing to be on this offense. That's just me. You can disagree with me. That's fine. Aaron, thanks for the super chat once again, man. Doug and Wentz are terrible. Don't get me wrong, but our O-line is so bad. There's no time for Reagor to get open down the field. Yeah. That's what it looks like in the comments here. A lot of people are blaming Doug. A lot of people are just saying Reagor is slow. A lot of people are blaming Wentz, and that's the thing about the Philadelphia Eagles this year, man. Which section do you want to blame? Do you want to blame the quarterback? Do you want to blame Doug Pederson? Do you want to blame, the receivers for not creating any separation? But when you really look at these plays in slow-mo from the all-22 angle, if you don't watch Baldy breakdowns, you need to watch Baldy breakdowns, man. After every Eagles game, go on Twitter, Brian Baldinger, watch the Baldy breakdowns, dude. There is wide open receivers all over the field. Carson sits back, he locks in on his target, he doesn't look anywhere else, and he throws into double coverage to a tight end instead of hitting a wide open receiver. He's not reading the field at all. I really, really think Jalen Reagor is better than he's appearing to be. But yeah, the O-line is so bad that Carson doesn't have time really to make decisions, and that also doesn't give the receivers time to get open down the field. But also, the coach should not be running go routes when you don't have any time to throw the ball. I laugh when I say these things because it's so obvious. I'm serious. Actually, like a 13-year-old kid playing Madden knows, oh my God, every time I drop back, my quarterback's getting hit. I need to start running shorter routes to get the ball out of the pocket faster. That's actually just common sense. I'm telling you, a 13-year-old kid playing Madden would make that adjustment. Doug Peterson's like, go route, drop Wentz deep in the pocket. How can you let your quarterback get sacked 40-some times in one season? How can you call 57 pass plays in a game when you know your quarterback's been terrible and your offensive line has been terrible? There's no explanation for it. Nobody can explain it. Doug Peterson himself can't explain it. He gets up there at the press conference and just says the same garbage every week and does the same garbage every week. An offensive coordinator that's not Doug Peterson would probably help. Yes, it would. It absolutely would. Yeah, it would, man. Let me read some more comments here. We can't blame Reagor for bad coaching. I agree. Jets might get their first W. Tyler, when the Jets were playing, who were they playing 2 weeks ago when Joe Flacco was starting? And I took a bet on the Jets. I took a parlay, a 5-game parlay, and the Jets were one of them, and it ended up being the only game that didn't hit. I was watching that game. Flacco looked great for 3 quarters, and then all of a sudden he threw the game at the end. He threw into triple coverage, started throwing interceptions, and lost the game. I was convinced that the ownership of the New York Jets called down there and said, hey, throw the damn game. We want the number 1 pick in the draft. Don't do this right now. And he threw the game. I'm serious. And that was actually the tweet that Joy Taylor replied to me on because I told her that he threw the game, and she was like, NFL players don't throw games. And I was like, I don't know. If the owner sent you a $10 million check, would you throw a game? I would literally throw a game for a $10 million check, but I'm not a rich person. I guess Joe Flacco's already rich, so maybe he wouldn't do that, but I would do a lot of things for a $10 million check. We're not going to go there. Not even getting the ball out of the pocket, get Wentz out of the pocket. Everyone knows he's a top QB when out of the pocket. Doug has yet to do so. It's been 13 weeks. Absolutely. Amari, thanks for being in here. Absolutely. I can't figure it out. 94 people in the chat, man. Please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel if you're new. We do these live streams before and sometimes after every single Eagles game. I cover the Sixers also. Pretty much daily uploads. Thanks for being in here, everybody. 94 people. MC215, what is good, my friend? How are you? Kevin Olson, Yammer, McScum, McYambags. You need to lose trades to win. Okay, dude. Yammer McYambags. You need to lose trades to win. Okay, dude. No idea what that means. Let's move on. At least we'll most likely get a top 5 pick in the draft. Hey, I tweeted that yesterday. By the way, everybody follow me on Twitter at I am DJ Eastwood. I tweeted that yesterday. We need to just forget it, man. Just lose out. Just lose out. And get a top 5 pick. I will be right back. All right, guys, 35 minutes to game time. Come on. Anybody wants to call in, man, the link is in the description. Call in, give me your thoughts, opinions, predictions for this game. You need Chargers to win a game to move into top 5. If we did get a top 5 pick, Howie Roseman better not mess it up. Yeah, I said that yesterday too. You need to fire Howie Roseman before anything happens. Ethan, yeah, I will do these streams for the Sixers when I can. I can only really do them on Sunday nights, Monday nights, and Tuesday nights for Sixers games. But when there are Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday Sixers games, I will definitely do pregame and postgame streams. Genesis Wiggins, we're going to lose. Thank you, Captain Obvious. Yeah, we're going to lose. Brandon F., I'm ready to take this L. Yeah, you if you're going to get a top 5 pick and you're going to lose out the rest of this season and you say, we need to lose out and we need to get a top 5 pick and we need to draft an offensive lineman, or we need to draft the best linebacker in the draft, or we need whatever your decision is, you got to get rid of Howie Roseman first. You absolutely have to. You cannot get a top 5 pick in this draft and allow Howie Roseman to make the pick. You can't do it. Can't do it. Roseman got to go. Micah Parsons would be great. It's crazy that they straight up don't care about the linebacker position on this Eagles team. It's so, I can't think of a better word than stupid. It's so stupid. Every team you watch has linebackers, good ones. You can't play in the NFL without linebackers. What is wrong with you? Yeah, the Bama wide receiver is supposed to be the truth. I was watching that ridiculous catch that he made yesterday. But again, do the Eagles draft a receiver that high in the draft? Or do you try to, fix your team in some other way? I was saying a couple days ago, actually when Green Bay played last week, I was watching that game, I think, and I don't know, Aaron Rodgers was throwing balls to like some guy named Saint Germain, dude. Like, it's almost like, do you really need the best receiver, or do you just need a better game plan and a better decision making and better accuracy from the quarterback and better play calling? And so I don't think drafting a receiver that high in the draft would benefit this team very much. There's just too many issues offensive line and linebacker should be number 1 and number 2. Kyle Wright says pass rusher. I don't know about that either because what do we have like 7 defensive linemen that are starting caliber defensive linemen. So we're overloaded at one position and underloaded at a couple others, and that is 100% on Howie Roseman. But a young dominant pass rusher, like a rookie pass rusher, a 23-year-old kid that can get to the quarterback, that would be nice too. So, but you'd also have to get rid of some of these ridiculous contracts. Like it's so bad right now. Order of firing. Howie, Doug, Press, and Jim, all before trading Wentz. First, fire his ass once he blows it with a new coaching staff, especially if they're good. All right, well, I said this before. You can't trade Wentz. The contract is too big. You have too much wrapped up in Carson Wentz. When you sign a quarterback to that contract, you're basically accepting that he's your quarterback for the next 5 years. That was the idea. He's a franchise-level quarterback. That is what it is. I don't I don't think you can trade Carson Wentz. I mean, if you're right, Kyle. A ton of ridiculous contracts on this team. I mean, you got guys signed to 3-year contracts that have been injured the whole time. It's just so bad. Ghost of McNabb. This is the Brian Dawkins jersey. This is the only jersey I wear. It's the 2004 Brian Dawkins jersey. My favorite team of all time. My favorite player of all time. And I don't wear current player jerseys because I have a jersey curse and players get hurt when I wear their jerseys. So I don't do that. You can get a second for Ertz. Yeah. Razor, thanks for the comment. Again, the Eagles should have traded Zach Ertz when he was at his highest potential. I'm a sell high kind of guy. Howie Roseman is not. Howie Roseman thinks you can keep players until they're 48 years old. The way I see it, when you saw that Dallas Goedert was coming up and had that level of talent, you don't keep 2 tight ends when you have other positions you're lacking. You just don't. This fan base has such a grasp. Like we cherish those players that won that Super Bowl and we want to keep them forever, and that's just not reality. Should have traded Zach Ertz when he had value. But it is what it is, man. Chris Holler, my new favorite subscriber. B-Doc is the best Eagle of all time. I said what I said. Absolutely. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna get an Eagles. I'm gonna finish the sleeve on my left arm someday. I'm gonna get a Eagles Sixers sleeve on this arm, and one of them is going to be a portrait of Brian Dawkins coming out of the tunnel. You know, the crawl that he did out of the tunnel. I definitely want that to be a part of that. I think I'm gonna do Brian Dawkins coming out of the tunnel, and I'm going to do the Allen Iverson step over portrait, 2 portrait tattoos to make a sleeve. Because Brian Dawkins, Allen Iverson, my 2 favorite players ever. JP going to be on the turf today, and he will stink it up as usual. Something's mentally wrong with the staff that keeps him around to waste space. Yep. Jason Peters. God. He's 38. He's 38 years old. Who in their right mind would ever play not just signed to another contract? Who in their right mind would even put a 38-year-old offensive lineman on the field who's had injuries? Who would do that? And then you sign him to a contract and pay him more money. The guy's 38. Alex Reeves says play hurts. What do you guys think? If Carson stinks it up in the first quarter like he did last week. Big play Slate, thanks for coming in here. Carapool, thanks for coming in here. If Carson stinks it up in the first 2 quarters like he did last week, I think then it's just time to start Jalen Hurts. What do you have to lose? Why? Why would you not play him? I think it's a power struggle because Howie Roseman drafted him. I think Doug Peterson acted like he liked it, but I don't know if he liked it. And now I think Doug doesn't want to play him because he doesn't want to be wrong about Carson Wentz. And then he doesn't want to have to make the decision. Do we keep playing her? At the end of the day, this dumbass organization created this quarterback controversy all by themselves for no reason. And it's a disaster. Kara, where'd you say that? My ex-boyfriend met B-Docs at Career Day in Florida, won a signed rookie card and a poster. Well, that's your ex-boyfriend. That's a shame because if he has a signed rookie card from Brian Dawkins, you should go take him back right now. I'm just kidding. But you should go rob him and steal that card from him and the poster because he doesn't deserve it. They shouldn't have brought They shouldn't have brought Jason Peters back. It's crazy. Game hasn't started yet, and I'm already stressed. Yep. Nothing to lose. It's 2020. Exactly. This season's already bad. The year itself is already bad. This is the worst year in human history. Not the worst year in human history. That's definitely an exaggeration. But this year sucks. Mitch, how you doing, my guy? Mitch Kofsky. Mitch Kofsky has a YouTube channel. He covers Philly sports. Go subscribe to Mitch Kofsky, man. Great guy right there. Wentz is still my QB. I don't care what anyone says. I like it, Mitch. I like it because, listen, when Carson Wentz gets it back, he starts tearing it up again. We're going to be the ones that were here the whole time. I don't know. I keep saying play hurts. I'm saying play hurts because the season is lost. What do you have to lose? And I think Carson needs a timeout. I think it's time for Carson to take a timeout and think about what's going on here. But I think Carson Wentz is still the quarterback of the future, and he will bring himself back. Score prediction. I think the defense plays good again, just like they did last week. I think I'm going to go with like 27-17. 27-17 Green Bay over Philly. I think the defense is going to play okay like they did last week. They're not going to give up 45 or 50 or something like that, but Wentz is being poorly coached. I totally agree. Worst year since 9/11. Yeah, you're not wrong. It's worst year since 9/11. I'll give you that. Wentz needs a quarterback coach to get him back on his game. Yeah, you know what? It looks so bad on Press Taylor. Like, as a professional quarterback coach, when your quarterback is playing like this and is not making any progression, people start looking at you like, hey, aren't you the quarterback coach? What exactly are you guys doing in practice? What exactly are you guys doing from game to game? If you're the quarterback coach, what are you guys working on? It doesn't even seem like they do anything. It seems like the game's over on Sunday and they go home and they just come back on Sunday. I don't even think they practice. MC215 started Aaron Rodgers in fantasy and he's about to go off. Yep. Mitch Kofsky says 24-10 Green Bay. This is just where we're at right now. This is where the fan base is at right now. And some people would say we're fake fans. We don't have any faith, yada, yada, yada. I'm just calling it like I see it. I don't lie to myself. I see absolutely no possible way for the Eagles to win this football game because I don't think Doug Peterson is going to change much. We're getting closer to kickoff time. I'm actually getting excited because I want to see what's going to happen, and I want to see if Doug Peterson changes anything. And that's just how we are, guys. That's what we do to ourselves. There's no possible way for there to be an Eagles game on TV and for me to not watch it. I'm going to watch it. I don't expect Doug Peterson to change up anything, but I don't know, man. I really hope so. Yeah, we are real fans, man. You're absolutely right. 101 people in the chat. We broke 3 digits. Thank you for coming in here, man. Everybody hit the like button. Subscribe if you're not subscribed. Check out some of my other videos if you want some entertainment on me screaming about the Eagles this year. Go look at some of my Fire Brett Brown podcast episodes if you want some entertainment on me screaming about firing Brett Brown. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Hit the like button. Oh, man. I am drinking an IPA right now. I wasn't going to do this today. Not going to focus, huh? There we go. Sierra Nevada Hazy Little Things. A delicious IPA. If you haven't tried it and you're 21 years of age, you should. I wasn't going to do that today, but I felt like I felt like just one IPA is going to help me get through this game a lot better than 0 IPAs. So, you know, it's part of being an Eagles fan for me now, at least this year. Give the damn ball to Jordan Howard. Oh, yeah, I forgot to talk about the Jordan Howard signing. People wrote articles last week or a couple days ago or whatever. You know, we signed Jordan Howard again. We're bringing him off the practice squad. He's active for the Packers game. And then they start saying, you know, Miles Sanders and Jordan Howard had 172 combined rushing yards last time we played the Packers last year, whatever it was. And I said, dude, Miles only got 6 carries last game. You think Doug Pederson's going to come in here and give Jordan Howard 12 and Miles Sanders 14? You really think that's going to happen? I don't see it. I don't know what his deal is, but I don't see it. Yes, Mom, you made me a ride or die. You absolutely did. It's Philly sports. It's in our blood. It's what we do. You know, when the Eagles are good, we have family playoff parties and all kinds of stuff, and it's a great time. But, yep, my mom made me a ride or die. Her dad was a ride or die. All of her brothers are ride or dies. It's just what it is. This family is ride or die. Equilibrium double IPA. Hey, that's good. That's good, Kyle. That's a good stuff right there. But I can't be messing with double IPAs right now. I'll be drunk by the second quarter. They won't play them like they're supposed to. They're not going to play them like. No, you're absolutely right. Jordan is wearing number 28 now. Playing the 30th best rush defense. Exactly. That's true. That doesn't matter to Doug Pederson. Kara, thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated. We suck, but I'd still rather lose than like Dallas. I would rather be 0-16 wearing this hat. I would rather be 0-16 with this beautiful Eagles logo than to wear that putrid, ugly, stupid silver star. I agree with you, Kara. At least we're not Dallas fans. Maybe we should have a run it back t-shirt that just says, at least I'm not a Dallas fan. Oh, man. Miles Sanders deserves better. He absolutely does. All right, it's 4:06. Kickoff in 20 minutes. Maybe I'll put the game on my iPad right here and stay here. Nah, I'm not. I'm going to go watch it on my TV. All right, I'm going to be in here for about 5 more minutes, read some more comments. Marijuana is my go-to, says Philly Trees. Hey, man, whatever your substance of choice is to help you cope with the depression that is being an Eagles fan in 2020. Whatever your coping mechanism is. I mean, if your coping mechanism is like, you know, ketamine and heroin, we need to have a talk. Don't do that. But marijuana, a couple IPAs or something like that, that'll help you out. Why did Howard get cut from the Dolphins? I have no idea. I actually drafted him late in a fantasy draft because I thought the Dolphins were going to use him. So did Jordan Howard lose his mojo? Does Jordan Howard stink? Is Jordan Howard basically done? Does he suck now? Miami didn't want him. You know, so it is what it is. I don't know. Maybe he's no good. I guess we're going to find out today. Maybe if Doug gives him the ball. Who do you think is going to win the Super Bowl? You know what, man? Unfortunately, it's going to be the damn Chiefs again. I don't see anybody beating the Chiefs. I see the Chiefs being the new New England Patriots. It's going to be the Chiefs almost every year, almost every other year. For Patrick Mahomes to be as young as he is, for all of their talent to be as young as they are, you know, I mean, their running back right now is a rookie, Edwards-Helaire. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're so good, already have a ring, and they're so young They got at least 5 more rings in them. I really think that. I think Andy Reid will finish his career with 6 Super Bowl rings, and it's all going to be Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Oh, man. This damn Jags-Vikings game is going to go to overtime. Keep me from watching the start of the Eagles game. BS. The Jets actually won a game. Did the Jets win? Wow. That's not a good move. They shouldn't be trying to win. They should be trying to draft, what's his name, man? Trevor Lawrence? Trevor Lawrence, is that his name? They should be trying to get that number 1 pick. Howard wasn't the same last after injury. Yeah, you're probably right, man. You're probably right. Only going to get better in December. Who's going to get better in December? I honestly don't see how you learn under Andy Reid yet run an offense that's nothing like Andy Reid's. Even Andy would figure out Miles Sanders in it. Yeah, Tyler, I agree completely, man. The couple losing seasons under Andy Reid towards the end of his career in Philly, you know, Eagles fans were hard on Andy Reid. We were ready for a change, but watching Doug Pederson call plays and the game planning and everything, you know, I would take Andy Reid back in a heartbeat. Andy Reid had the offensive creativity. I just don't see much in this offense at all. I don't see much motion with the wide receivers. I don't see much fake handoffs. I don't see much of anything, man. It's really just so predictable. It's really bad. All right, what time is it? It's 4:10. Kickoff in 15 minutes. Thank you all for coming down here. Thanks for coming down here. Thank you all for coming in the live stream, man, and hanging out, talking to me. Thank you for everyone that called in. Thank you for everyone that left the super chat. Hit the like button on the video. Hit the subscribe button if you're not subscribed to this channel already. Here we go. Eagles versus Packers. Here we go, man. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all, man. Stay tuned for post-game video. Maybe tonight, maybe tomorrow morning. You never know. Thank you, guys. Have a great day. Enjoy the Eagles game. Try to enjoy the Eagles game. Don't expect anything too much so you're not let down too hard.